YouTube, Helen here again. I just thought I'd do a video on my Paperchase diary. I put one up yesterday of my haul, and I thought, oh, why not I do one of my diary, just to see what you guys think and if there's any way you think I could potentially improve. Before I bought this Paperchase binder, I was really very fussy in the type of diary I was buying. The sections were never quite big enough, they were all too boring, there was no flexibility. So I did really want to get a Filofax. However, before I committed to an actual Filofax, because it is quite an investment and once you've got it for life, I thought I'd trial out one of these. Another thing I really like about this is the pattern of the cover. So I believe this is in blue, and again it's by Paperchase in the personal size, and I got this last year. So I don't think they do this design anymore, but you might be able to find it on eBay or Amazon or somewhere like that. It's not leather, it's just sort of a plasticky padded binder with one magnetic popper just here. So what I'll do is I'll just talk you through my diary very quickly and see what you think. So in here we can see all of my tabs. I haven't made myself, they're the ones that came with Paperchase. If I don't tell you where something comes from, just assume it comes from Paperchase, because I practically live in that shop. So down here then we have a few pockets which aren't, as you see, it's fraying, it's very thin. I don't keep any cards in here, my ID, anything like that, because I'm scared it will fall out. There's a pocket here where I keep my sort of calendar tabs, so I'll show you those a little bit later on. But I do tend to keep stickers here. Big sticker fan. So I've got a couple of cute little cupcakes, some sweet little bennies that have different outfits, different emotions on. I love the ones with glasses. I tend to use those for sort of academic or when I do some reading. And some fish. So I have quite a few other stickers, but these are just the ones I tend to carry around in my diary. So we've got this sort of home page, if you will. So this is sometimes where I stick a massive post-it of a to-do or anything important. One thing I could really do with improving my diary is jazzing up my dividers a little bit. So if anyone's got any suggestions, I'd really appreciate those. I might start working on those at some point today, I don't know. So we turn over then, on the inside cover I have sort of a post-it station, if you will, and these are all purple. These are from Staples. They were like £1 or something like that, very good value for about 120. So I tried to keep 3 of each design here, just so that I've always got some sort of post-it on me. And these purple stickers are in the purple section. This is just an information tab, but I like to keep them here because they're purple. And they're quite funny. So they say giving 110%, continuing the trend of employees trekking into the office on Saturdays, which is very me. I do tend to stay very late, and I am known to go in on Saturday. Next one is giving 50%, allowing sufficient room for improvement. And then the third one, giving 0%, so as not to outshine my co-workers. But they are quite funny. They make me laugh anyway. Next page is an information page, so I won't show you that. It's just got my contact details in there, things like that. Nothing too extreme, but again, I won't show you. Calendar 2012, so this came with last year's calendar, this year's calendar, and all I do is I just cross off the days, I underline particular holidays. I don't use this anywhere near as efficiently as I should, but I do use a sort of calendar system on my ruler, which I'll show you later on. Dates, so this is where I put things like holidays. This is when I went to the Olympics, so I've got some London stickers there. September I started my new job, so there's a little Miss Shy there. It's my birthday in April. So just key dates, and I've just put a toy soldier there for Christmas. So as I said, we're in the purple section. So I have purple paper at the back of the purple section. I have a few different coloured papers. A lot of them I don't really know what to use them for, so I rarely use this purple section, often because I forget it's here. I don't know, I might start using it as sort of a fitness section or something like that. Okay, so we come on to the next section, which is my agenda tab in yellow. So on a yellow post-it, I have a quote. I did not write this quote, I can't remember who it's by, but I did write it out, if you will. So everybody wants happiness, no one wants pain, but you can't have a rainbow without a little rain. So sometimes when I'm feeling a little bit miserable or something hasn't quite gone my way, I know this cheers me up, and it's there. So I have a to-do list section, and these papers did not come with the binder. I bought the to-do list section separately, and what I really like about this is it comes with the boxes. So whenever I write out a to-do list on plain paper, I have to have the boxes. So this just saves me from doing that. These are just, they're not sort of themed to-dos, but they sort of are at the same time. So if I was going on a trip somewhere and I need a list of packing, it would go in this to-do section. What I tend to do is I hate waste as well, so I've obviously written a list here in this pen, and then I went on another trip, so I left a line and did another list, and then after that I started writing a list in green. So to save paper, I would then fill in the blank lines in the green pen. Obviously if I didn't have different coloured pens, I wouldn't put them within the other lists. It's just to sort of save the paper. And I do tend to keep the lists in here because there's one or two that I haven't quite done. So sometimes I'll put like my goals in here, so I refer to them. I'll say, look, I did this before I did this, and this is more important, so why didn't you do that? So it's quite nice to ask myself why I didn't get things done, things like that. Again, all colour coordinated for different various lists. Sometimes if I have a big list of things to do, I'll write them all in the same colour pen, but I will tick them off in different colours for different days. So the things that I got done on the first day, I'd have in pink, then green, then blue, whatever, just so I can track how efficient I'm being. More lists, and a few spare pages which I keep in here. So there's about 4 of those. Next is my finance pages, and I got these from W.H. Smith. So I've just made a little yellow finance tab from the Martha Stewart range, which is yellow because it's in the yellow section. It's okay, I'm not particularly using it very well, so I'm thinking I might try and use this as a mechanism of saving. I'll let you know in a future video how well that goes. And then these pages, so this was my first attempt of making my own pages for my diary, and essentially it's a meal planner page. So I am on not a diet to lose weight, but I'm on a lifestyle change at the moment, where I've cut out all carbs, all bread, all pasta, all rice, and trying to be like following the paleo diet. So in here, this is where I'd write down what I have eaten on a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, or sometimes I write what I'm planning to eat. I have lines down here, and this is my shopping list, and then I also tend to put a number in blue, so like 8, and that would mean I had 8 glasses of water that day. So I've got a couple of blank pages there. Again, I've only just made these myself, so I might put a link up to these in the bottom of the toolbar should you want one. Just to note though, it only goes down to Saturday. So I have Monday to Saturday, and that's because I tend to go to my parents for lunch on, well, the whole day on Sunday. So in order to have bigger boxes, I just ignore Sunday because I tend to go there. Okay, so we're in the red section, which is the planner, and again I've got a couple of post-its which are think bubbles, which are from Paperchase. I bought these separately, and they're quite good for if I have a sudden idea. I am quite an ideas person. I'm also quite a forgetful person, hence the diary, so to put a really good idea in a think bubble just helps me to remember it. So then we come to the vertical planner. This was included in the folder itself. This was really good when I had many jobs at the same time, so I could put down where I was on different days. However, now I have only one job with very different sort of types of things to do in that job, so I don't use this as much anymore. I do tend to use sort of emotion faces, so like first day, things like that. Any concerts that I go to, birthdays go here, holidays, what else have I got? Yeah, just birthdays. I just track just general things. I'm also going to start tracking when I work out in here as well, when I go to the theatre. Everything like that will go in here, and I've already got the 2014 planner, so I need to start filling that out, put people's birthdays in there, things like that. Okay, so now this section is a horizontal year planner which I got from Smith's, and I've just got a very boring paper clip. I bet there's so many of you watching this thinking, oh, she's so boring, she's got no dividers, she's got no jazzy paper clips. I tried. I've got a little bit of washi tape on there, just as a sticky outy thing, I guess. So this folds out, like so. And then on here, I'm not sure how I was going to show it, I colour in crayon. I colour in crayon in this because the paper doesn't take the highlighter ink so well, and I also want to use the back for the next year. So I have, in green is anything to do with my master's degree, blue is for my basis accreditation, yellow is for when I'm teaching, anything with a red ring around is some sort of deadline, purple is, or the purple pinky colour, sort of social events, and orange is for my PG certificate in higher education, so my other degree. I have a tab here that keeps me on track as to what day it is. I don't check this every day. I use this to track my hours, again, how much time I'm spending, where and when, who for. And although I have the colours, I still write what I'm doing. So although for my basis hours is blue, I'm working in schools for all of this up here, but then for here I'm in the lab. Things like that. Any conferences I go to tend to go in blue, stuff like that. I'm going to be writing my dissertation this year, so this will be, I'm going to introduce another colour and have sections to plan out when I will get certain bits of my dissertation done by, because I've got so much going on. I'm not studying full time anymore, I'm part time. It's going to be really important that I keep on track of that. On the back of there then, because again I was quite, not stingy, but savvy, we'll call it savvy, this is upside down. I've drawn out the next one for 2014 and I've just shaded in the colours in pencil. So what I'll do is I'll just turn this upside down so it's the right way and just use it again. Yeah, so that's that, and I just keep the paper clip on there to keep it nice and together. These are timetable pages. Again, I don't particularly use these very well. I'm going to use them this year. So I'll put like my teaching schedule down there, when I've got my lectures, when the bins need to go out, things that don't change. You know, very high structured. When I do my food shopping, laundry, things like that will go in here. So I've put a couple of extra pages in there ready to start filling that out. So in the red section I've got like this pinky red paper where I tend to write down, if I'm going to a meeting I might handwrite the agenda in, particularly if it's not a very long meeting, on here. Or this is a structure for a day I did a couple of days ago. Just got a little bit of a pink tab here to show where my note paper is. Questions I might have for a tutorial. This is like a structure section. I have a couple of smash pads. I was teaching the other day and I've just got this out of the mouth of babes, and this was just something funny that my student said to me, and I actually thought, that's a really good idea.